Hello everybody and welcome to the Tier 2 stream of today. Today we are in Spain and I'll be commentating along with Ed Neville. Ed Neville.
Hello, hello. Hello everyone. I'm with the GOAT himself.
Two goats
And
commentating today. It's gonna go really well. It's gonna be a very exciting stream, very exciting race as well. And as you can see, it's raining. It's inter conditions actually for qualifying. For the entirety of qualifying, the conditions will not get any better anymore. So we'll be consistent throughout the entire session, and we'll have a dry race of 33 laps. So you have three people retiring, and that's because of qualifying ban. So that's a lot already. Um, but let's see how will the drivers deal in these inter conditions.
indeed, it's also a question that how they want to build up their car. Like, it's rain, they might want to use a high downforce setup, but as Panos said, it's gonna be dry or overcast more like in the race. So it's a really good question how they approach this situation. Oh, with a big
Okay,
slide as I
and
can see from
already,
Hyper. Wow, that was
already.
massive.
That's just warming up the tires, to be honest. Nothing wrong with that one. Just drifting to get temperature in the tires. We've seen that
Indeed,
happen
indeed.
before.
Good way to do that.
Yes. Well, park firmware is off, so people can change their setups midway through the session and just put a wet setup and then put a race setup for the race, basically. So that's probably what we'll see, or at least I hope that's what we'll see, because the dry setups in a high downforce track like this will be much slower than if you were to put a wet setup. So that will play a pretty big role in today's race. So hopefully everyone has a wet setup prepared, and Arrow will be the first driver to start lapping the session.
Indeed, that's right. And actually, the Mercedes needs to get some points because in the championship they are at P10 in the constructors. So we will see how they're gonna handle this track now.
Well, let's see. On board with Arrow for this lap, first lap of the session. Then okay, heading into turn one, a lot of curb, and then slightly for turn two. They should be pretty much 70% throttle throughout the entire way. Turn three, long right-hander, and then heading into turn four, which is a pretty tricky braking zone to get right here, and difficult traction zone as well. Putting the pedal down as soon as you can. Heading into turn five now. Important to brake late, hit the apex, and don't get any overs on the exit. And now into turn 7. Crucial to hit the curb here because it can help you rotate the car. You use the exit curve right there, just like Arrow did. And now we have this fast right-hander here heading into the secondary straight. Most of will be enabled in the wet conditions. As now that is sector 2 complete. We head into sector 3 now. Bit of an early apex for Arrow that will slightly affect his exit. And now we head into the penultimate corner of the lap. Long right-hander again. Tricky traction from here. Actually, we're not corner now. We're on the final corner we go, and what will the first lap of the session be? 21.3. Let's see who can improve. Maltis, I think, is about to finish this lap. What did he do? 22.4 as a factor. Now, let's Hyper. Next car. First the lap. Original pole for Viper. Just like Anna said, they will need the points. 21.7 then, okay, not bad.
Not bad. Oh, that I can see the Ferrari, the Ghost Rider, going past the second sector. So that could be pretty nice.
Ghost Rider, let's see what he can do as a couple of people doing the session.
Oh, I assume it's red flag. Red flag, yes. We have a red flag.
Okay, well, that means we'll be restarting. We'll be back as soon as we can. Okay, we are back. Back in qualifying. Same conditions, same amount of drivers, same drivers basically. So, we had 3 drivers who retired, I think, because of qualifying ban. So, should see a similar amount today. There we go, that's one already. Verse
Oh, once again.
will be retiring as well. And I think someone else had to retire as well. I think that was D Heats. But here we go, you can already see so many cars coming out on track for the first laps. Everyone is out on inters as well this time around. I think that is the Alfa Romeo of Tixnix to come out on track. No, no, this is not Tixnix. Wait, where's Tixnix?
No, this Ghost Rider.
Ah, here, this is Tixnix.
Yeah, Inter seems the fastest right now, and it will be because the conditions will be stable throughout the session.
Yes. Should be similar intensity of rain, so it shouldn't become any better or any worse. So it doesn't really matter when you go out. It's about what lap you can put in. Maybe track evolution will play a role, but I'm not sure if that's how it works in the wet conditions.
I think there is some, like, you get some rubber into the track, which can
Yeah, but
affect it.
I don't know, because usually when you get the rubber on the track on the wets, it slips.
It's slippery,
It slips more.
yes.
Yeah, but I don't know
It's
if this game
slippery.
simulates that.
I doubt that too.
Yeah. So, no idea. Ghost Rider actually passed Dixon, so he'll be the first rider to start a lap in the brilliant, most looking Ferrari. Ferrari best on the grid, by the way. Alpine worst.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, Alpine's the worst. So here we go. They're on board with Mr. Ghost Rider. Ed Neville, you want to take us on a lap here?
Yeah, sure. So we're getting to the first corner, which is getting to a left-hander. You have to be sure that you're not doing a spin like Hyper did last session. Then we're getting to a long right-hander in the third corner, and we have this also long but not longer right-hander once again called the Repsol. Then we're getting to sit, which I think Ghost Rider takes it pretty safely. Probably trying out the conditions. Then we...
Oh, a small snap for him there, but...
And we're getting to turn 9. These conditions are pretty difficult to take on Spain, and we're getting yellow flags. That's normal in qualifying, especially in league racing. We're getting to turn 10, I think. And, well, I think Ghost Rider is pretty sure of taking it safely, and yeah, someone is at the 100 board. We're getting to turn 12, and this is right turn. Really good commentary, by the way. And we can see Ghost Rider's lap, which was 121.
Not a bad
39, faster than the last session,
yes. Stixig immediately beats that with a 20.6. Arrow improves his lap actually. Before the restart, he did a 21.7 if I'm correct. Now it's a 21.2 for him, as Kakarinos goes right in front of Ghost Rider by 19 thousandths of a second. Good enough for the front row, but so far it's only Tixnix who manages to set a sub 21 lap. Will anyone be able to beat Tixnix's time? Will anyone be able to set a sub 20 lap?
That will be crazy in tier 2.
That it would be very fast indeed, as Dicky has invalidated his lap. He won't be improving. Someone just went over the line. That's Crumpet. Red Bull going over the line of Vabo, and then McLaren of Flynn. Let's see what Flynn can do. Goes to the line now to go up into P7. So far, the gaps
We could check Mintoki. Fastest first and fastest second sector.
Let's see. Has a bit of traffic in front of him though, but I don't think he'll be affected too much. But Purple Sector 1, Purple Sector 2 should be provisional pole position for Mintoki around the final corner. We go just within track limits and up the line. Mintoki onto provisional pole with a 20.2. Smashes the
8-5.
Smashes 6 laps.
Indeed.
Very good lap.
That was something. But actually, Panos, I should ask you that. What can you tell about this track? Like, you know it better than I am, especially
Well,
from the last commentary.
I did the open tier as you see Baltas just got up into P3 20.8. I did the open tier yesterday, and honestly, the inters are tricky, especially turn 3. Very easy to spin out there. You really need to be careful with the throttle input, not just through this corner that Baltas is going through, but it basically in general. Then you have the tricky left-hander in sector 3, the first corner of sector 3. That is also a tricky one. Slavo, provisional pole for him now. Tiki invalidates again. Oh no, actually he's starting his lap now. So I don't think anyone knows.
We're getting laps constantly. Maybe Cochrane's... no, he's in an in-lap. Yeah, from the first sectors I can see really fast laps, so I assume most of the guys is on an in-lap.
Yep. I'll just stay on board with Mr. Tiki, your driver, the reserver full-time.
Baltas, the Alpha Tauri driver, leading the championship with 50 points, followed by Vabo, the Red Bull, 48. The third driver is Dietz in the Haas, 44 points. And right now, in the team championship, Alpine is leading by 1 point. They have 101 points. Red Bull has 100 points, and Alfa Romeo is on 81, but they are close with Alfa Tauri, who also has 81 points. So it's a close championship, I can say that. So I assume we're gonna see close racing in Spain.
Yes, for sure, and the race won't be wet conditions, as I said. It will be dry for the entirety of the race. That means DRS gets enabled. You've got 2 DRS zones here, and because it's such a high downforce track, it makes DRS more effective as well. That's what Tiki can do, your driver, up into P10, the 21.1. So, you said it's Red Bull versus Alpine in the constructors. We have a Red Bull first place and Alpine in second place as it stands at the moment. So, every single race is crucial when it's this close. We'll have to see who can make the most out of it. Pinex on a lap the Ferrari,
because your voice cut out for me, so that's why I was talking. You know. Oh,
okay.
Phoenix is on a lap. Yes, he is. Not the greatest first sector though, but time that's 1:21.430. Could be faster, but as I said, first sector was not ideal. But basically this was the first shots, although Tixnix and Fatcat is on a lap. Cochranes is gonna finish soon. Really are braking, which is necessary, but more...
No, you got out from me at the level. Okay.
Keeping it tidy.
Oh, okay, now you're back. Okay, I don't know what's happening.
Wait, you didn't hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. It's cutting out. It's a bit
You're also cutting out for me, so it's weird.
Okay, this... no idea why this happens. So my internet. Oh no, it just continues as it is. Dixnix sliding everywhere on his lap, finds himself in 4th place now. Actually, Patsy will be improving his lap.
Indeed.
As we now have a couple of drivers who are out on their lap, Ghost Rider being one of them. He went pretty wide on his first attempt through that corner there. He goes even wider this time around, so I won't help him to gain time. As we now heading to the final corner of Sector 2. This is just about hitting that curb. When you hit that curb, which Ghost Rider just about missed, it can actually help you rotate the car so much more. It carries so much more apex speed. It can gain you maybe half 10 to 10 if you get that corner right. But let's see what Ghost Rider can do as we head. As Skull-Up goes on the provincial pole. It's a Red Bull 1-2 now, 20.0 from Skull-Up, rapid driver.
Sub 20 might happening. Let's see Ghost Rider where he finishes.
Up to the line he goes, 20.4, good lap.
Indeed.
Not good enough for provisional pole though, it's still quite a long way off, more than 4 tenths. The top 3 are just in a league of their own, basically. That's what Belkins can do in the AlphaTauri. Championship leader in Tier 2. Can he improve his lap? Can he put on provisional pole? He's about to finish Sector 2.
Fastest first sector though. Let's see, second sector not great. Not really great, to be
Yeah,
fair. 3
almost
tenths off from
matching.
the fastest sector. Yeah.
Matching his lap time almost for now. Let's see if he can find more time in this third sector here, as he actually hit the board there. That's the word bye-bye. And around the final corner, Baltus goes now. Only needs to be within track limit, which he does. He crossed the line, he goes, and he found around 4 tenths in that final sector. Puts him up into the second row. And it was a per second sector for Baltus.
Yeah,
so he can find more time.
Fastest third one. Yeah. Wobble!
Oh,
sub
Babbo.
20! Sub 20! 19.824. Really fast lap. Track is getting better and better. And yeah, it seems like running on this track more and more, it gets better with the lap times.
Yes, indeed, it does. Up to provisional pole, first start to set the sub 20 lap time. Interesting, very interesting. So I think there probably is track evolution, since all the times keep improving for all the drivers.
Which doesn't make too much sense, but yeah, it's a thing.
Yes. It's a bit weird, but we know this game is just so good. I mean, yeah, nothing else.
It's a sensational game.
Absolutely sensational game, yes. As we are now looking at Arrow, who's currently on his lap, did not really improve on that first sector, basically matching his lap, but we're in sector 2 now. Let's see if he can find more time. Mercedes have been struggling in the constructors. They need to be scoring some good points here to get a bit higher up on the board. Let's see if Arrow can improve his lap now. He's done it 20.9. If he can improve by approximately 3 tenths, he may find himself up in P7, maybe even P6.
Yeah, P6
As
is
Vabo
definitely
improves
on point.
again.
Wow!
Two laps in a row Vabo has done, and he's just improved.
Vabo is not kidding at this point, but let's see, can Arrow get a better lap time now? Get into the finish line.
Yes, he does improve, but he does not put him any higher up the order. He does find himself very close to his teammate, but not close enough to overtake him. So I think some drivers are definitely struggling in these conditions.
For sure, for sure. I mean, it's not easy, as you said. Let's see what Tiki can do.
Tiki up into P8, it's a good lap. Spinak starting his lap now. Is that... no, that's Crumpet actually. Crumpet starting his lap now as well. Yeah, not using any of his CRS. Alpine up in Toki's on a lap, I think.
Alpine, I think so, yes. If not, Kakanus is on a lap for sure.
Let's see. I think Toki's definitely on a lap, but he
Ooh,
validates
that's an invalidation.
right on the final exit there. Let's see what Tixnix can do. He actually pits again. Tixnix does not improve. It did say he was 5 tenths up, and that would have been enough for
yeah, fastest first
row.
sector. I don't know what he did. He probably made a big mistake at the end.
Yeah, we have 4.5 minutes remaining in this session, so drivers will definitely have time to go for another run at least. So let's see.
Yes.
Track evolution should be at its highest. This will receive big improvements. Who can set a good lap in to start high up the order? It's crucial to start high up the order in Spain because it's pretty difficult to overtake. You'll find yourself in a DRS train, and it doesn't really have any high braking zones where you can go for a dive. So it's difficult to
not
overtake.
many options to overtake indeed. Yeah, it's a pretty difficult track.
Yes, as Blitz just went up into P7.
Very nice. And also the strategies are not so different either. I mean, you can do too much due to the softs are not really durable in the race. So yeah, you can't win by strategy. But just really difficult.
And ERS is going to be a problem as well for many of these drivers, since you basically do not recharge on this track because of such high wings and not too heavy braking zones, which in the braking zones, that's basically where your ERS recharges, and it doesn't have many braking zones really, not many heavy braking zones. That's why it really is difficult to recharge your battery. So ERS will be playing a big role in today's race, as Fatcat, this is first lap of the session actually, Purple sector 1. If it's correct, well, he goes off
Whoa.
track. Oh, does he manage to keep it out of the wall? Yes, he does. Absolutely.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he's safe. But wow, that was pretty heartbreaking. First lap and not really did enough. If he has enough fuel, he can start a new one, but he has to watch out for traffic behind.
Oh, just cutting some grass here. Don't mind me.
Yeah, and checking the gravel is working out, and gravel is working out nicely.
Yep. Just wanted to change the game. Want to play some WRC probably. But let's see. 3 minutes, I think. If the yellow flag goes away, I can finally see it. I think it's around
220.
220 minutes. Okay, so it's coming right down to this then. We have Mintoki out on a lap. He is basically matching his lap time. If he wants to be on pole position, he needs to find around 6/10. But that looks highly unlikely. Vabo's lap is looking very, very strong at the moment. Up in first place. Let's see. Can Mintoki put himself any higher up the order? Around the penultimate corner he goes now. Not lifting. Around the final corner he goes. Small lifting here. This time around manages to keep within track limits. Up to the line. Mintoki goes to set a lap. Good enough for second place, but not good enough for the front row. I think we'll still have enough time to recharge this lap and go for another on the next one. Here is Baltas. Baltas currently on a lap as well. Not improving. 2/10 down on his lap. Is he using a rest? Yes, he is using a rest. Big slap for him out of turn 4 though. That will influence his exits. As D-Heat retires from the session, I think he crashed on his own.
He's crashed on the track, yes. We can see that. Oh no, he retired on track.
On
oh,
track.
That definitely impeded the Ferrari. He's on a lap.
Yes, indeed. Retired on track. That's really weird. Not what you want to be doing in a qualifying session. Don't want to impede other drivers.
Definitely not.
That's the Williams of Crumpets. 5 things up on his personal best. That won't put him anywhere, but let's see what he can do around the final corner. Very understeer from off track. Does not invalidate.
Wow,
but across the line he goes. He does not put himself any higher up the order.
Enough.
That is qualifying over for him. He won't have enough battery to go for another lap.
Ghost Rider improves, but that retire definitely paid out. Not paid out.
Baltas abandoned his lap, so he's got enough battery to go for another lap now. And he finds himself in 5th place now. Vabo is out on a lap. He's improving on his already amazing lap. Let's see what he can do. He's about to go around the penultimate corner. Has he found any more time in the final sector, or has he lost more time? He's finishing his lap, so he's definitely improving on his time. Here we go. About to cross the line. Does he improve? Yes, he does improve. 19.4. An incredible lap. Mintoki is not on a lap. Skolop is on a lap, however. He's matching his lap time. Where can he put himself? He will need to find 2/10 if he wants to make it a front row lookout for the Red Bull team. Around the penultimate corner now. Flat out for him. A bit of understeer though. And now around the final corner. Skolop goes. Can he put it on pole position? No, he can't, but he does make it a front row. No, man. No, that's good.
No, I mean, for Red Bull, this is insane. Let's see, Ghost Rider. Is he? I think he's on a lap.
Ghost Rider is on. Oh, yes. Went too much over that curve there. Yeah, I think he's abandoned his lap. Let's take a look with Phoenix. Actually, Fat Cat goes up into P6. He won't be improving anymore. Baltas, has he found more time? Crossed the line now. Goes up into 5th. Just about misses out on that second row. Is Fat Cat on a lap? Fat Cat is not on a lap. However,
not on a lap, he's on in lap. But yeah, has no fuel.
Flynn has the RS to go for another lap. Let's see what he can do. He's the only driver, I think, who's still on a lap. He's improving by 3/10. That will put him all the way up into P8 potentially. That's 5 place gain for him if he can keep it clean. Oh, but he does not really. Big snap there. May have cost him 1 or 2/10 there. And around the final corner, Flynn goes now. What a lap time it is. Can he put himself any higher up the order? No, he can't, unfortunately. He did not improve after that big snap.
But yeah, it looked like he can separate the Mercedes, but yeah, that's for qualifying 5 drivers in the sub-20s. That's not what I expected. I thought we are gonna stop at the 20s, but no, these guys are definitely in a different league.
Yes, indeed. Very good laps from them, and we had some very rapid drivers not setting a lap as well in qualifying. Martijn and Wobby. Wobby was actually a tier 1 driver, so he should be more competitive in tier 2.
We could say that, but he got a qualifying ban, I assume so.
Yes, they didn't set a lap, but they definitely have pace in them.
Yes, but he have a lot of job to do in the race. Like you
Yeah.
said, it's a DRS train, hard to pass, so it's gonna be difficult to actually get some positions. So the top
Let's not
three is
forget.
gonna be. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's okay. I forgot what I want to say. Go on, go on. I forgot
Great
what I
stuff.
want to
So
say.
let's see, the top three is gonna be Vabo, Skolop, and Mintoki, but we can see the other positions as well. For the Mercedes, points are on the table, which is, as we said a lot, it's needed. And Mintoki, surprising, I think, because he is not really in tier 2. He is a tier 3 driver at the moment. And yeah, P3 in the qualifying, that's something.
Yeah, pretty good lap. I think this is also her second race
Indeed.
after coming back, so definitely good comeback so far. Really impressive stuff. Let's see what she can do now in the race against the two Red Bulls starting on that front row. Will the two Red Bulls will surely work together to defend from the Alpine. They can DRS to each other to defend as well, since DRS will be enabled. Oh, I forgot. I remember what I wanted to say. Safety car is back on after the previous
Oh
two
yes,
rounds, which was disabled. So that will play a big role here as well. It's a very tight track. We have walls very close to you on this track. You can lose it, you may end up in the wall and out of this race, and that might potentially cause a safety car.
indeed, that's right. Strategy-wise, as I said, softs are not really useful, although because the weather or the temperature is not high, softs may be usable, maybe, but the degradation is quite high. So usually medium hard, hard medium is a strategy. Although I have a feeling we could see maybe hard softs in the race
Maybe.
because of the temperature. So yeah, it can
It's
be
a
interesting.
very bold strategy, to be honest, since maybe it would have been a strategy that could work without the safety car, but the safety car has been enabled again. So, and yes, there's a high possibility of a safety car on Spain, I think, for sure. But we'll have to see. Hopefully, it's a good opening lap for all the drivers. The first S's are very tricky to get right, especially if you're going side by side. Luckily, though, there's plenty of runoff they can use.
Yeah, I think those are gonna be necessary.
Yep,
It's
for
it's
sure.
it's a hard to start in Spain, I think.
Well, let's see. Strategy will be interesting with start on hards or mediums, maybe soft. Will play a big role actually, since this track requires a lot of grip, so softer compound can be a big advantage at the start of the race.
Indeed, I'm gonna be really excited what's gonna happen. Maybe the Red Bull is gonna leave everyone behind. Maybe the Mercedes can come up ahead. We will see
Can we
soon
load
enough.
faster, please? Someone ready up, please, please, please.
Anytime.
This is round 6, if I'm correct, or round 5.
Uh, let me check quickly. It will start when I'm gonna check it. Look. No, it won't. Nice, amazing. Yeah, round six indeed.
Okay, round 6 in Spain. 3 more rounds remaining in the championship after this round, so that's all coming down to the wire basically in those last 3 rounds. So it will be interesting. This race will be crucial for Baltus and Vabo. Vabo starting on pole position. Baltus in P5, the two championship contenders, starting quite a long way between each other. But here we go. The lights are about to go out for the 6th round of the season in Barcelona. And the lights are out, and away we go now. Looks like Vabo is starting on the softs. That is very interesting. Skolop, not the best start from him. Kakarinas is all the way up into P3 already, looking to challenge the Red Bull down into turn 1. No, here comes the Ferrari down the inside of 2 cars, makes that move stick, but Baltas stays ahead of the Ferrari. Baltas up into P4. That's a Haas in the back, using that runoff, forced off the track and losing a couple of positions as a result of that as well. As there's a battle in the back here, many people fighting up for positions, but so far it's a very clean start for all the drivers.
Indeed, no damage whatsoever. I'm really surprised what's going on. And as I can see, the Haas of Deeds fighting with Flynn, I think he's ahead. And because he's gonna be in the inside, he will take the position. Well, Flynn is
Side
not
by
gonna take
side
it
through this
easily.
section,
And
Flynn
somehow
manages to
Flynn
stay
got
ahead.
it. Wow.
Incredible move.
Okay.
That was really good
And
move.
indeed, wow, that was a
Oh, here
brave
comes
move.
the Aston Martin of Martin down the inside of the Haas. Oh, Flynn has a bit of a snap. Has to take avoiding action. Somehow did not run into the back of the McLaren car there. That was some impressive reflex from Martin there. But he manages to make up 2 positions
Oh,
there.
yellow flag.
Yellow flag. That is
Crampets.
Mintoki.
Oh, Mintoki. No, sorry, I thought it's Crampets. Oh no. No damage,
Mintoki.
probably a spun only.
Oh, that is very unfortunate. She was in a prime position as well. Alpine needed those points in the Constructors' Championship, but now it's her out of the points, and she's also the only Alpine driver, I think. No, sorry, Ticky's up into P9.
Ticky's in P9. He's trying against Hyper, although he has to watch out for Tixness from behind. But the Haas of Deeds is trying again against Flynn, and seems like he got the move done.
Yes, this time around, much better move. Mintoki. Oh, something happened to Wobby. Wobby had a moment, I think. He's on those soft tires, actually. Oh, and let's look at the tires. Here we go, you can see Vabo on in P1 on those soft tires. He'll have the early advantage, but those soft tires after 5, 6, 7 laps will surely be much worse than the mediums behind them. Skolop, if he can stay within that DRS, he'll have a massive advantage compared to Vabo. He might even be in contention for the race win, but Vabo is pulling away slightly. Let's take a look at their battery levels. Skolop using his battery, and Vabo on even lower percentage of battery. So Vabo really wants to pull away from his teammate. I was expecting these guys to potentially work together and pull away from the pack, but Skolop managing to stay within that 1 second crucially. While in the back, Kakarinas is now less than a second behind. We've now entered lap 3. DRS has been enabled. So far, doesn't look like anyone will be going for a move yet. Actually, here we go. Tixnix making a move on the Alpine. Tixnix looking to go around the outside. It's going to get very close between the two of them. Heading into the next corner now. Tixnix on the outside makes that move stake. Plenty of space given between the two drivers, and they made that move stake. Brilliant battle by the two of them, but Tixnix comes out in front eventually. As here we go, Deeds looking to make a move, then Ferrari had a look, but backed out of it. Verse now makes a position on Flynn down the inside.
I think Verge maybe have overheating tires, but in this conditions it's hard to believe. Maybe the marbles, actually the marbles are playing major role in this track, sadly.
Yes.
It's gonna definitely make the drivers lose some traction. Let's see, Boltash is getting attacked by Kakarinus for the P3 position. For now, he can still hold the position.
Baltas overtook Kakarinas for P3 actually.
He overtook it, okay, my bad. But Kakarinus might get some attention from Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider backed out of it, but
can
he get a better exit?
Or not? Yeah?
Oh yeah, something happened to Flynn. I think he had a moment in the back. He's down to P17 now.
Let's see, Ghost Rider trying to find a gap or a place to put his car. Nothing for now, really hard to find any overtaking opportunities, but maybe after this corner there's a small straight. But the exit is not that great though. And Martin gets a position to P10, passing the Alpine driver Tiki Dogs, and makes a charge for P9.
Oh,
and
down the inside, he's off the Alpine. Contact is made by the two of them.
Made, yes.
But Tiki stays ahead.
For now, but
wow,
Deeds is trying to make a good exit to get a position on the start-finish straight.
Deeds has been sending it in that corner every single lap so far, but it's worked out once for him, I think, if I remember correctly. But this time around, with using his DRS and getting past the Alpine.
Mintoki getting a 3 seconds time penalty for track limits.
First driver to fall victim of track limits, then her race is basically over now.
So let's see, Deeds now made a move on the Alpine and has to catch up to Martin. Boltash keeping the P3 position in his hand without any issue.
Here we go, battle between Verse and Pinax. Pinax being overtaken by Verse. Verse is promoted up into P13. Can he get within that DRS detection of Ticky's? Finds himself 1.1 seconds behind. They will be using his DRS to get within that 1 second. Doesn't manage actually get within 1 second on this occasion. What can he get within DRS on the main straight?
Well, he has the soft tire, so the tire advantage is on his side. Now, Skolop, I think, closer to Vabu.
Much closer, and look at that, Baltus is within DRS now. Baltus is within the DRS detection point. He will have the DRS. Baltus definitely used a bit of his battery to get close to them, and it's worked out for him. He now has the DRS to the top 3. He can now drag the pack behind him along with him and work together to get past them.
Oh, that was a fighting for the pole position, and Skolop gets the pass, making the new race leader for now, but Vabu is closer behind him. Martin getting a fight for Tixnix. Gets P9 for now. Yeah, seems like it. But Tixnix could try in a few corners. They're definitely not gonna try now.
Oh, braked a bit later. And bent. Oh,
Ooh,
a bit of a
moment.
snap. Manages to keep it on track though. It did lose him a bit of time. But Martijn started basically last because of that qualifying ban. He's up into P9 now. It's a
That's a
very
sensational performance, I'd say.
Very sensational, yes. As actually, you can see that pack is very stacked. They're all basically within the restaurant. As in front, we see Arrow make a move on his teammate. I think those soft tires are really starting to struggle now. As something happened to Blitz, he's not been overtaken by Martin as well.
Yeah, yeah. Martin was close already before the corner, so
okay, I got confused.
But yes, let's see if he can catch Arrow in time, but he probably have to defend against this Hyper, but not close enough. But Arrow getting close to Fat Cat, gets to the outside, and yeah, that seems pretty easy pass for him.
Babo back up into the lead now. Re-overtook his teammate in at the DRS detection point, but his teammate very close to the back of Secure Box. Doesn't go for a move. He has a look, putting the pressure on Babo there. But Babo has none of it. He closed the door. Now because of that line that Red Bull took, he's now under pressure from Baltus. Baltus also has a look, does not go for it.
And also Kakarinus and Ghost Rider is in the mix as well, so this is gonna be exciting for the lead.
It's a 5-way battle for the race win here today. Potentially more coming in. We're just at the start of the race. We still have what is that, 26 laps remaining in the session. So it will be very interesting. Mixed tire strategies as well. Vabo on the softs. Those softs at this stage I think will be slower, as Martin makes a move on his Martijn makes a move on his teammate now for P7, and he'll be looking to hunt down Arrow now. As I said, those softs will be struggling. Martijn has already caught up to the Mercedes and should very easily be getting past on the straight here. He's a bit low in his DRS though, and as I said, it's very difficult to recharge DRS on this track, as Martijn flies past the Mercedes and goes up into P6.
He has the tire advantage on this spot, and ooh, the other Aston Martin is trying to move, trying to follow Martin.
Had a look there.
Didn't made it.
There's a battle here actually between Tixnix, Tiki and Verse. Verse following those better lines to Tiki. Let's go. Oh, actually Baltus makes a move. Baltus up into P2. Completely missed that move, but I'm very confident it was a very brave and brilliant move from Baltus there. And
for sure. And now he's going for Vabo, who has on the soft tires, and as we said, those softs are not good enough right now. The mediums are in the advantage. Let's see if he can do a move in the start-finish line.
Yeah, they're both on very similar ERS levels as well. This entire train is actually very low in ERS, except for Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider in this back has basically been waiting.
80% as I can see.
Yes, that's like 78, 8% yes, basically. He's got everything to use to attack or to defend, even though he won't need to defend. His next car behind him is 2.3 seconds behind him. Here comes Baltus on Babo, gaining on the straight with that slipstream, gaining. You can see Babo is flashing. Baltus pulls alongside, heading into turn 1. They go side by side. However, he runs out of space and he needs to concede that battle. He stays in P2. He's now under pressure from Skull behind him. Skull up with a massive snap there. He's now under pressure from Kakarinus, and now Kakarinus is up into P3.
Wow, what a mistake from the Red Bull.
Oh, actually, Skull gets back at him.
Overtaking.
Side by side, heading into the hairpin. Now Kakarinus down the inside, but Skull cuts him off there.
The position. Wow.
Skull back up into P3. Here comes Ghost Rider now. had a little
Ooh, really
contact.
close. I pushed him. That's a push for sure.
That's a bit of contact there. I cost them a lot of time, but luckily for them, are still within the DRS of the pack in front.
Yeah, no damage from this contact, surprisingly. And Baltash is trying to probably make the exits work and get another option, an opportunity in the start-finish line.
Baltas versus Vabo, the two big enemies,
slide.
not just in Phoenix, but in other leagues as well. And the two championship contenders in Phoenix. Here comes Baltas on Vabo now. He's got the slipstream, he's got the DRS advantage compared to Vabo. He will be gaining on that straight. Is he close enough to go for a move down into turn 1? Rapidly gaining. Does he stay back? No, he does not. Down the inside into turn 1. Side by side, a bit of contact made.
Really close.
Oh, but Balta stays ahead. These two have actually pulled away from the pack now with more than a second. Ghost Rider is up into P4 now. He overtook Kakarinas, and Kakarinas down into P5. Martijn is catching up to this pack rapidly. He was 2.36 behind, but with all the battling, he's managed to catch up and is now almost within that DRS detection point. Look at that.
Yeah.
Martijn actually dragged this entire train with him to the leaders. That is impressive stuff.
That's indeed, and where Martin coming from is impressive for sure.
Yeah, exactly. He might even be challenging for the race win at the end of the race. You never know. Top 2 have broken outside of the DRS from the rest of the pack by just a bit though. Will the others be able to make that advantage back up as Ghost Rider had a bit of a snap there? And Tixnix fighting it out with Blitz. Blitz going very wide there. He lost 3 positions in that corner there. But here we go. Baltas, third time that he will be trying to get past Vabo here. Once again, the DRS and the slipstream advantage. Vabo still ahead, pulling to the right to break that slipstream slightly. But Baltas gaining. This time around, he does not go for a move. Ghost Rider up into V3. Oh, scallop right down the inside there. The smallest gap that was there, he just went for there, and he's made it stick. He's back up into P3. But Ghost Rider is coming back at him. He's got the ERS advantage. This yellow flag, something happened. That is the Alpine. Big disaster for Alpine this race.
Indeed.
As here we go, more battles here. Oh my god, that was the Aston Martin of Martijn. Had a massive snap. He's lost so much time. I think he had the spin.
Yes,
he's down into P8.
Wow, that's really sad to see.
Top 2 still running away with it. Okay, no damage for anyone so far. It's been very clean. That is a very good sign indeed. But here we go.
I'm surprised to see.
Part 4 now.
Might have another go. Wait, actually Baltash closer than ever now.
Yeah, Baltash is very close. Those softs will be absolutely gone at this point. Vabo should be pitting at any moment now, but this time around, Baltash much closer to Vabo. Baltash used a bit of his DRS to get that extra straight line speed, and so he does, pulling alongside, and now ahead of Vabo, goes up into first place. So, race lead change then. Alftari man goes up into first place, the championship leader Vabo, second place for him now. He's in second place in the championship as well. So he'll definitely want to come back to Baltash at some stage in the race. Remember, he'll need to pit earlier. He'll have the undercut advantage.
Yes, we see that, but he probably have to pit for the hards, and that's not ideal. Vash is making a pass on Tixnix, and we have a VSC. And Tixnix has no front wing, yes. That's not ideal. So, we're getting a VSC.
This is crucial. This is crucial. If the VSC stays
this
out,
is actually good for Vabo.
Because Vabo can pit now. Yes, Vabo can pit and lose less time. If the VSC stays out for a bit longer, he might even be able to get the cheaper pit stop here. But how longer will the SC come out?
Yeah,
we have already restarted. We have already restarted. That's the advantage that Vabo would have gone already. And Kakarinas gets past for Ghost Rider now.
Gets a sensational restart under VSC conditions.
Here's
and let's
Fat Cat.
see, Fat Cat might gonna run with Ghost Rider, but Ghost Rider is burning most of his ERS to catch Kakarinas, but not close enough, I guess. Yeah. So
not quite close enough. Ghost Rider still has the ERS advantage. Kakarinas in front has around 25%, and Skull basically similar levels. Vabo has a bit more ERS compared to Belkins as well. All these ERS levels will be crucial in this race. But the top two, 2 seconds, the gap still is. These guys are just fighting her. They're just losing themselves time. So I wonder when is the time going to come for one of them to pit and potentially make the undercut on the drivers in front. The undercut in Spain is very powerful. Oh, it's a yellow flag. That's actually the Williams of Crumpets has no front wing. But no safety car or virtual safety car came out. He'll need to pit. They change that front wing as soon as he can. He's got a McLaren behind him now, gaining on that straight. And he should just let him through, and so he does. Flynn goes up into P15. Vabo struggling to hang on with Baltus in second place. Then where the DRS does make up for it slightly. Kakarinos now goes up into P3 ahead of Skolop. As Mintoki gets passed by Nax. It's just a recovery race for Mintoki at this stage after that early spin on that first lap. As Crumpet, who had to repair his wing, gets a 5-second penalty as well for speeding in the pits. More battling here. Ghost Rider and Scullop now. Ghost Rider around the outside in the hairpin. Can he get a good exit? Not quite. Scullop is ahead before the exit, and Ghost Rider will need to give up on that battle. Scullop stays in 4th place, but this battling is really losing them time. They need to minimize it as much as they can. They are, however, slightly gaining to the pack in front, to the top 2. Kakarinas, the gap was around 2 seconds a lap ago, now it's 1.6 seconds. They are basically gaining on Vabo because Vabo is low, has very bad tire wear on those old softs. He's just about managing to... Oh, Vabo pits! Vabo pits! So, Vabo finally pits. I wonder what tire will Vabo go for. It's a medium. So that means he needs to do 18 laps on that medium tire. That's quite a long stint, but he can definitely make that work. Baltus now in the race lead with a 2.3 second gap to the drivers behind him.
Yes, but he needs to pit. Let's see what he can do. And a lot of position changing at the back due to pitting. This will be interesting to see how the pit stops are gonna change up the things, because whoever pits early basically have to fight through the field.
Yep, exactly, pretty much. I see where Vabo came out actually. Vabo comes out in P14. He's got a bit of traffic ahead of him, but those fresher tires are going to be such a big advantage. He should be able to get past them very
Yeah, it's not the question if he can pass them. The question is how much time he gonna lose on the passes.
Exactly. Well, you can see he gained so much on the exit there. And it's already within the DRS as well. And with sector 3, heavy traction zone sector right here, he should gain even more. D-Heats now pits from those mediums. That's the first medium runner we see pit. As Martin gets past his teammate, he goes up. Oh, that's, I think, Fat Cat lagging a bit. Ghost Rider and Skull. Oh, contact!
Oh,
contact!
big moment.
Ferrari and Kakarinas. Both of them. Oh, the Red Bull Skull as well.
All 3 of them.
All 3 of them spun out.
That's horrible. Oh no.
Oh, that is definitely going to be looked at by the stewards.
For sure, for sure.
That
well,
is...
Skolop has a lot of jobs to do at this point. That's basically race over.
They'll be praying for a safety car to get them back in the battle now. But biggest gainers, the 2 Aston Martins. Up into second and third, they go. They can work together. Fat Cat, if he needs to manage to try to stay within that DRS of his teammates, then and just drag him along with the better pace he has compared to Fat Cat.
You have to mention that Welsh on 15 lap softs. He's in puncture territory. I don't know Welsh what he tries to do. Maybe they're going for the mediums, but this is really risky to do. But if it works out, then he might be in a great position to get some good points.
Exactly.
Okay, well, he's pitting. Most likely going for the mediums, I think.
I think so. Softs can not to make it to the end.
And he needs to use a different compound,
Yeah.
I think.
Babu sets the fastest lap. Also on the special tires at this point, he will have undercutted Baltus by a mile. So then,
Yes.
that
Well,
crash was very interesting, but very painful for these drivers as well. It has mixed the race quite a bit now actually, because Blitz is ahead of this pack. Blitz, the Mercedes, the points that Mercedes needs. Um, he's now up into 4th place. Green's up into 5th, where he's within his DRS zone, and that crash has brought Mintoki back into the race basically.
indeed, but she needs to pit though. I have to mention that Blitz has a minor front wing damage, and Ghost Rider has also a minor front wing damage, possibly from that crash.
Yeah.
I think he was part of that crash, or the Alfa Romeo. I forgot it. But I think so. Well, we will see. Kakarius might be in a position to take on Hyper, big slide at the exit, but maybe he can make that time back in this corner. Let's see. Exit seems good.
Yeah, and
opening DRS, and yeah, this should be easy.
Yeah,
This should be
I'd
easy.
be very surprised if the Mercedes would have fought that battle. Is Mintoki going to overtake him as well? No, not quite. Backs out of it.
She's
It was
staying
not
back.
close enough. Will he overtake the
now.
Mercedes though? As you can see
Really
how
close.
slow the Mercedes is. Mintoki is all the way into the marbles. Will Mintoki go for a move down into turn 4? I don't think she's close enough. Heading into turn 5 now. Can Mintoki get a better exit compared to the Mercedes? Yes, he can. The Mercedes really struggling to get their car rotating, but Mintoki still stays back.
Indeed, she's waiting for the perfect opportunity, but Hyper is indeed slow due to the damage.
Yep, exactly. I think Mintoki's not aware of that damage of the Mercedes. Whoa, I thought she was going to go for it down into this fast right-hander. Does not go for it yet. Blitz Hyper has just about within DRS detection of Gagarinus, so he had DRS to defend in that small straight there. However, I think he will drop outside the DRS after this section. Here he does go a bit wide, as you can see. That will cost him a bit of time, and I think now he has dropped outside that DRS detection point. Not quite, he's still within.
Not quite, he got DRS.
Just about.
He got it.
Just about.
Wow.
Mintoki
Okay,
using
but
DRS.
I think
No, he
Mintoki
doesn't have DRS.
Yeah. No,
Mercedes
he lost
doesn't
it.
have
Wow.
DRS. So Mintoki
was
does
under
get
a
fast
second.
now. Yeah, it was, I don't know. Brilliant game.
Yeah, but Mintoki got the position, alright.
Here's Vabo.
Meanwhile, Wabu passing Phoenix on the new
Pinex.
tires. Wabu is on the
Pinex.
run. Pinex, that's Phoenix for me. So, sorry for the bad wishes. So Wabu getting the position, and yeah, he needs to make up time. So far, he is in the pit stop distance. Well, more than in the pit stop distance to Baltas. So
Yep.
the undercut is definitely gonna work out.
I honestly think Baltus is going to win this race. He will pit onto the softs.
Really?
He will fly past everyone. He won't have traffic like Vabo did, so he won't lose time, since all the medium runners should pit at a very similar time. So he won't have lost traffic during his stint. He won't have lost time because of traffic during his stint. That will be crucial for him. He'll be closer to Vabo. He'll have the fresher, softer compound all the
And
way
he's
until the end
pitting.
of the turn. There we go. Baltus finally in. Surely this is for a set of soft tires.
For sure, for sure. This is gonna be a strategy masterclass if he can get this win out.
There goes soft
Fredcat is going
tires.
for a long.
Soft
Yeah.
tires, yep. And the same
Yeah, that's soft.
for Martijn as well.
This is gonna be exciting.
This race
is
will
gonna
be a fight all the way until the final lap, until they cross that line to finish the race. You can see Vabo is up into 3rd place. Baltus comes out of the pits. He's now around turn 1. He's approximately 5 seconds behind Vabo now. And watch him set fastest laps every single lap now. He does have a bit of traffic in front, but that should be cleared up quite fast for him there. Pinex is still staying out on those hard tires. 19 lap old hard tires. He's got Arrow behind him on 5 lap old mediums. You can imagine how big the tire advantage is for Arrow. He should be getting past him in no time. You can see how slow Pinex is to the corner there. I think Arrow will get past him in this short DRS straight here.
Ooh, yeah, really slow in the corners.
Gaining. Oh my god. Okay.
Nice racketly movements, interesting stuff, and there we gets that caught me off guard. But
That's
now
a way to
Baltas,
defend.
Baltas only really gonna be by Kakaris gets a 3
Oh,
seconds.
Kakarina's 3-second penalty. Fat
That's
Cat
not what you want to
pits.
see in that prime position.
Fat Cat fits,
but
Gagarinus fits.
that has to be for softs.
Yep.
And Baltash is gonna
Look at
pass
that.
Phoenix.
He's going to lose absolutely 0 time. If anything, this is going to help him because he's got the DRS. So here comes Baltus. Now the gap is less than 5 seconds. Now the gap is 4.4 seconds around to Babo up in first place. But Baltus has 5 lap pressure tires and the softer compound as well. The grip difference will be absolutely insane. He's got the Mercedes in front of him that is flashing. Babo will be looking to get past the Mercedes in that back straight in sector 2.
Indeed, Baltash has to pass this Mercedes to get to Babo.
Yep.
He might have a go in that short straight, which is coming up shortly after this right
Surely
hander.
he will go for the move here. Such
Exit
a better
is great.
exit. And pulling alongside and easily
Arrow
ahead.
is not gonna fight. Amazing. And Baltash is getting P2.
Baltus versus Vabo now, half-fast. Can Baltus catch up to Vabo? I'm saying a second per lap. He will be at the back of Vabo's car in the space of 4 laps. That's what I'm saying. And potentially overtake him as well. Gagarinus getting past his teammate now. Up into P13 and goes Gagarinus on fresh softs. He's got Tick in front of him on 6th lap. Old hards. Baltus a bit the fastest lap. And Martijn steals that away from him actually in P6.
Interesting.
Making a move on Pinax now up into P4. He does. I think Pinax is staying out, praying for a safety car to come out.
It could work out, but at this point he's just damaging his race for the long run. Meanwhile, Ghost Rider taking on Tixnis for P13 and Kakanu is passing Tiki Dogs for P11. Well, that's gonna be exciting to see a battle for the lead. Well, shortly, but slowly. Oh, yellow flag for... That's
Red
Compat.
Bull. Skolop. What's happened to
Skolop?
Skolop actually?
I can't see
He
him.
was up into P4 I think after that crash. His race has just gone downhill. He's a long way outside the point scoring positions. Only way he can get
But
back
that
into
incident
the battle.
didn't help him
Yeah.
for this, for sure.
He will be praying for a safety car, even though I think it's very unlikely at this stage of the race. However, never know what's going to happen. F1.
Yeah, anything could
racing
happen.
is a very unpredictable thing. Baltus, 2.4 seconds now, gained a second on the previous lap to Vabo. He will be within his DRS zone at the next lap. He's already managed to pull Arrow outside that 1 second.
Indeed, and Baltash has to do a quick pass, a quick work on Vabo because those mediums are gonna be better in the later stages. Meanwhile, Pinax is gonna go for the softs and Kakon is getting the fastest lap. So far, every driver has pitted and there should be no pit stop, but maybe a safety car can happen, but it's really unlikely. Meanwhile, D is getting a pass on Martijn on the hard, surprisingly. I don't know, Martijn is having problems.
That was actually D-Heat's defending. Oh, here comes
defending.
Martijn now, down the inside, into that section there. That is a brave move. He makes a stick, up into P4. Martijn, who started last, might find himself on the podium step at the end of this race. He's got Arrow in front of him, who's less than 2 seconds in front of him now. If he's able to make a brilliant third sector, he might be able to get within his DRS. Yellow flag!
With Arrow.
Arrow! Okay, we just jinxed Arrow. Arrow
Great job.
has a spin. He drops down to 7th place. That is his podium hopes gone, and those highly needed points for Mercedes as well. Here's Baltus now. 1 second. Within a second now. Not just about. Well, doesn't matter. He will be within 1 second in the next DRS zone. He's caught up by a dramatic amount to Vabo now, and he'll be looking to overtake him in no time and drain his battery as well. Once again, they're both equal on batteries.
Indeed, that's right. I can say that too. No warnings for both of these drivers, so this is gonna be exciting.
It's going to be a battle for the race win all the way until the end of the race.
So let's see. Baltash is probably trying to find any kind of way to make an error from the Red Bull. Maybe he have a go in this race. Let's see if the exit is gonna be right. It looks like indeed Vabo has a.
Oh, will he go for a move here actually, or does he wait until
Baltash
the
going
main
to the
straight?
inside? No, not yet. Not yet. Waiting for the correct moment. But Vabo is going slowly on those 9 lap all mediums. In the corners, he have troubles. Now let's see if Baltash can be close enough. Probably can. Bubble
Baltus,
another
if you're listening, Baltus, get past him on the train, drain the battery, pull away, win the race. That's exactly what he's gonna do. He gets past Vabo now. Baltus is back into the race lead then. Vabo drops down to second place. How much can Baltus extend the gap now to his championship rival? Baltus already gaining rapidly. Half a second is the gap now between the two of them. How much can he extend the gap more before that next DRS detection point?
Yeah, he needs to extend the gap because those mediums can cut back and make some time back at the end of the S stages. We will see that.
6 tenths is the gap now. He needs to have it a second before the next 3 corners, the upcoming 3 corners. Now the gap's around 8 tenths. Can Baltus extend that gap to more than a second? Not quite. Vabo will have that short DRS straight here, but that won't gain him too much time, maybe a bit of time. Vabo does use the DRS though, so does Baltus. Vabo gained around a 10th on that straight. Now all Baltus needs to do, and this will be crucial for his race, is get him outside at 1 second in this third sector here. Baltus did
Vabo
go
was
a bit
really slow in
wide.
these corners, so he could actually get a second gap, but it doesn't look likely. Yeah, Vabo is gonna have DRS, which I assume he won't go and pass Baltas. He's too far away, but keeping him in the DRS is important at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Well
So
then,
yeah, no move done.
no move done, but he did get a little closer. Fatcat makes a move toward the heats now. Fatcat up in P4. Aston Martin looking very good in 3rd and 4th place at the moment. As Kakarinos now makes a move down the inside of Mintoki. He goes, makes that move successfully. Stick Arrow has been overtaken by 2 drivers on that straight, I believe, by the Ferrari and his teammate.
Indeed, seems like it. I don't know the reason. Oh wait, Ferrari at P9 has damage. Ghost Rider has damage.
Oh.
So does Bliss Hyper.
Oh, yellow flag. Tick 6.
For who?
Something happened to Tick 6.
It probably went to the outer part of the track.
Yep.
Most likely. But all seems well. So let's see. Vabu at 5 tenths distance of Baltas. Closer than before, but can Baltas make a bigger gap? Probably not more than a second. Now seems like those soft tires are an issue.
Oh! Retirement on track.
Retires.
Safety car.
They have to pit
Both
now.
of them
They can
pit.
actually
Both of them
for
pit.
softs. They
Both of them pit. Okay, late safety car then.
Wow.
Fatcat will need to double stack. I think he's got enough of a gap behind though to not get overtaken by D-Heat. Everyone is going to be pitting for a new, oh my god, contact with the wall. By first there.
Really hot on that. Yeah, Aston Martin has to double
everyone is
stack.
pitting. Absolutely
They
everyone
have
is
to
pitting.
like staying out is a really big risk. Like all tires can't do anything against those new softs. And now we basically have equal tires for every driver. Exciting.
Wow. This is going to come all the way to the end of the race. It will be. Oh, Skolop! Oh, this is the safe car he needed, and he's thrown that chance away. He's got a 3-second penalty for speeding in the pits. That will hurt him massively. So everyone has pitted. Everyone will be on a set of soft tires. Okay.
Yeah, Panos, this is gonna be something. This is gonna be really exciting.
I am rubbing my hands now because this is going to be so close. Remember, Martin is a rapid driver. He'll be in that battle for the lead as well. He might even potentially challenge Vabo after that safety car restart, since you know the 2nd and 3rd place on a safety car restart basically have the same reaction. They'll be looking at when Baltus restarts, and when they see that, they'll have the same reaction time basically. So I think Martin can get a better toe of the Red Bull, potentially overtake him down into turn 1, but it really depends. Baltus, this restart will be crucial for him. He needs to get a good restart, pull away from Wabo. Remember, DRS will be enabled 3 laps after restart. I think we'll have 2 laps with DRS.
Something like that. And yeah, no one is safe. No one is safe in the field. Everything can happen, but the biggest loss who suffered are those who have penalties. Basically, like, they're not gonna get a good positions after the safety car restart. But yes, Baltas needs an excellent restart and staying out of trouble, because I'm pretty sure mayhem is gonna happen in the last few laps.
It will indeed. It will indeed. It's going to be some very heavy battling between some drivers actually, and actually Skolop pits to serve that 5-second penalty. So that is potentially the best choice he could make, since a 5 seconds may have lost him more positions at the end of the race. He will rejoin in final place though.
Yes, he can try and do a comeback. But yeah, excited to see Martin from P16, by the way, getting to P3 is something which you can't really expect, especially on Spain. That's really something, but who has made a lot of places up? Also, Dietz from P12 at now P4, and Versh actually did is on P6 and started on P18. So those are some pretty big driving from these guys, and seems like next lap we're gonna see some racing.
Yes, Shedgar should come in this lap, so let's do our calculations then. We start racing on lap 29, lap 30 no DRS, lap 31 DRS is enabled. That means you will have DRS on lap 31, 32, 33, 3 laps of DRS, then it will all come down to the wire.
Need to quickly mention that Ghost Rider still has damage, and Blitz Hyper also does minor front wing damage. So yeah, they either forgot to change the front wing or didn't want it to lose too much time. Seems like they can still handle it, and safety car in this lap. Now every eye is on Baltash. The restart is crucial. What you want to do, go early, surprise everyone, or wait as long as you can, because the slipstream can make a big difference at the starting stage of the restart.
Yes, it
Baltash
can indeed.
is really cautious with this one, we will see.
So I can imagine the stress in the driver that the drivers will have now. 5 laps of racing until the end of the race. Everyone is on equal tires basically. Who can make the most out of this? There we go. Baltas has restarted, and it's a decent restart for him. However, Vabo will have the long straight to catch up to him. It's a bit of a less good restart from Martin. In P3, he's a bit under pressure from the Haas. Will the Haas look to go for a move down into turn 1? He is gaining, not gaining enough to have a look. Stays back in P4 now. There's a move in the back though between Skolop and Crumpet, and Thick6 making a move on Pinex around the outside of Panax, and that is an incredible move. He goes up into P13.
For now, it doesn't seem that the start was that mayhem-ish, but we have some position changing. Kakarin is getting P6.
Up into P6 ahead of Verse. Did you mention Verse was the one throwing damage?
No Versh. It's Ghost Rider and Beast Sniper, and also Skolop has damage as well.
Oh, okay, that is very interesting. Well, the gap between the leaders has stayed the same. 6/10 is that gap now. Actually, that got decreased very rapidly in the straight with that slipstream.
But Vabo seems like managing his ERS.
Look,
surprisingly.
Yeah, he does have.
Baltash has 70, sorry, and Vabo has 90%. He managing his ERS, waiting for the correct moment to pass. Maybe this is the correct moment. Well, not close enough, but the ERS is not open. For now,
here comes the
a lot of changing.
On the Aston Martin, rapidly gaining on the straight. Martin covers the inside line, and the he's looking to go around the outside and into turn 1. He puts his nose in there, but he runs out of space, and he stays in P4 now. Martin much closer to Vabo than he was on the previous lap. However, he's used a lot of his ERS. Vabo in front has 70%. Baltas already on 40. That is crucial for him. He might find himself under big pressure when the ERS gets enabled next lap.
Yeah, let's see. Martin is trying to find every kind of gap.
Martin really needs to get past Vabo here if he wants to win this race. He needs to be in second place to have that extra straight line speed compared to the drivers in front, because he won't have that extra straight line speed when the driver in front will have DRS. It will just be the slipstream effect basically. But Martin very close to Vabo throughout this entire lap. He's definitely has so much more pace, and he'll be looking to overtake him as soon as possible. He will have a good slipstream in the main straight here. A bit of a poor exit for him out of that corner there, as the heat has spun.
Yellow flag. The Haas of Deeds. He
spun.
And he has damage as well.
Is basically out of this race. DRS is enabled. Here we go then. Baltas in P1. Vabo in second place. Here comes Martin in third place. Not close enough to go for a move yet. Fat Cat is back up into P4 then, but he has a penalty. So does Kakarins and Mintoki. Oh wow, look at Martin. He's so much closer to Vabo here. Will he go for a move down into turn 4? He's using his ERS. Does he go for a launch? He does not
quite.
go for it yet. He did make Vabo use a bit of his ERS. Vabo's ERS advantage has now kind of vanished a bit from him as these retires from the session in the pits. Here we go. DRS is enabled. They will all have DRS on this short straight here. But what I'm more curious to see is what position changes we'll have on the main straight. Martin is so close to Vabo. Will he go for a launch here? He can risk it, but he does not risk it. Oh, but he spins out Vabo! Vabo! No! Vabo gets spun out. That is his chances of winning this race vanished out of his hand. He drops outside the point scoring positions. Look at this now. Belkins is into the lead of the race. There's more than a second gap to Martin. Martin will definitely get a penalty for that incident there. So the next driver who can win this race is Fatcat, but Fatcat has a penalty. This is all gone to Belkins' hands. It is all gone to Belkins' way.
The podium is Versh actually with no penalty. Versh gets a P2.
He can get a P2. Yeah, exactly. Verse is still in this battle. Verse, what an incredible comeback from him. Martin, after that incident, has dropped back down to P5. Vabo is a P13. Look at that. He's got so much track ahead of him. Will he be able to at least get within the points? Look at that, much better again. Oh, but he makes contact with Pinax there. It does make that move stick though, and it goes up into P12. The Alfa Romeo going very wide there. Vabo looking to overtake the Mercedes now, heading down the inside into the section, but they make contact. And Vabo spins out the Mercedes then. Even bigger disaster for Red Bull.
I can't believe this.
Red Bull started first and second. They are now in the last two places. Big disaster for them. Bolt is about to start the final lap of the race. This would have been his rival's biggest opportunity.
Indeed, and Fatcat has the DRS on him, but as we said, he has a penalty. This is a really heartbreaking race for the Red Bull team.
Very heartbreaking indeed. That safety car ruined both of their drivers there. Vabo has spun out again by the looks of it. There's a battle here between Wobby and the Mercedes down the inside. Wobby goes a lot of wheel banging between two of them. Wobby has that outside line and he's basically run out of DRS. He'll look to go around the outside into turn 4. Does he make that move stick? By the looks of it, he has the grip to do so. Not quite. The Mercedes with a bit of a red exit. Does Wobby go for a launch? Yes, he does go for a launch down into turn 5. And just a bit ahead, a bit of contact. The Alfa Romeo of Dixnix looking to get involved in this battle as well. Both of the drivers in front are flashing.
Ooh, really
oh my, that was a big save from Dixnix there. But it is this man, the AlphaTauri driver, the championship leader, who will avenge his race in round 5 don't remember what track it is. Belkins will come home to win the race, extend his championship lead to Vabo by 25 points, and that is crucial for the championship. He wins the Barcelona Grand Prix. Verse finishes in 2nd place, Martin in 3rd, and Fatcat in 4th after penalties. What an incredible race.
Indeed. Wow, that was unexpected and heartbreaking at the same time for some of these guys. Like, did you expect anything like this will happen? I didn't. For real.
Me neither. Me neither.
Wow.
That was insane.
Well, so the positions follows. We talked about the top 3 guys. Fatcat P4 with the penalty, Kakarus P5, Ghostwriter P6, Mintoki P7, Arrow P8, Wobby McQueen P9, and Dixon is getting the final point from this race. Whew!
Wow.
Exciting stuff.
Incredible end to that race there. Big disaster for Vabo there for getting spun out by Martin there. And that will 100% be a massive penalty coming to Martin's way for spinning out another driver in the final stages of the race, who's also in the fight for the championship. So you can imagine that will definitely be a big penalty coming his way. He'll be dropping that back, potentially maybe even out of the points. And that can be a 10-second penalty. So that's 50 points gone for him basically. I wonder, will that
had other ideas. Other ideas. Maybe he will get a ban or something, because that he gets a lot. He has a lot of on his license.
Oh.
I think so. Maybe that will be a case too. who knows?
Could be. It could be indeed. Well then, Baltus, the man from Hungary, the championship leader, avenges his win from round 5. Then he wins this race, and he makes up for it after winning on track last round, but after penalties losing that win, finishing in 3rd place. He's made up for it this time around, and not only that, his championship rivals with a very, very poor race. He'll be delighted with that performance today.
Indeed,
First,
Baltas did amazingly. First win, indeed, for sure. And Vash getting 16 places in the race, starting from P18. And Martin got the podium as well, but he will get a penalty for sure. So most likely Fat Cat gonna be P3 after this, after checking the incidents.
yeah, and Verse just proved to us that consistency is key. Just kept consistent, no mistakes from him except for when hitting the pit wall there in the entry, but that was fine. And consistency is key. He finishes 2nd then, managed to keep it clean while others didn't, and benefited from incidents. Incredible race.
Indeed, well, that was something for sure. Thank you for this opportunity, man. It was awesome.
Thank you, Ed Neville. Absolutely goated commentary from both of us there. I think we should be paid, to be honest. Yeah.
I assume so. I hope Phoenix can hear this one. For sure.
Yeah, Darkness, if you're listening, mate, send me some jelly beans, mate. Both of us.
Yeah. Jelly beans at least. At least.
At these jelly beans. Well, let's get the top three in for some interviews.
Sure. Okay.
Can you tag them?
I can do that, yes.
Okay.
At this point I should also tag Martin because he technically got the podium. Give me a moment. Okay, I send out the message.
And let's see.
Well, Vash here, so we can ask him.
Yeah, we're only going to interview the top 3 since tier 1 is very tight.
Yeah, it's soon enough you have to race.
Yep.
Actually. Okay, well,
we'll start off with I don't see P3 Man Martin being there, so I guess we'll start off with P2 verse.
Okay, I'll get him now. Or should I wait for the car before that?
Yes, wait, let me get the car real quick. Beautiful looking Williams car.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's ask the man himself. Hello, Vash.
Oh, hello.
Welcome. What an incredible race that was. I mean, were you expecting that result after that qualifying ban starting last?
Not at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not a clue. I'm still out of breath. Yeah, it was something. It was just kind of I think it was just endurance really, because nothing happened until the safety car. I didn't overtake a single person on track. I just kept it safe. And then when the safety car came out and the restart came in, everyone just took each other out. And I didn't have a penalty, so I just went up to P2. It was just, well, I would say simple, but it felt a lot harder than it was.
Yeah, I can understand that one. I mean, it was such a dramatic, incredible race for you, but you just kept
Yeah.
consistent, honestly, and it
Yeah.
paid out for you. No mistakes. We did see you hitting the pit entry when that safety car came out, so it was a bit of a scary moment. But it
Yeah.
worked out for you. I mean, what are you expecting in the further future race? Because 18 points is plenty of points in the bag.
I mean, if I don't get any penalty marks, hopefully to keep racing. But if that doesn't happen, hopefully more points, because I think I've had good pace this whole season. Just been very unlucky with incidents, bans, and the whole lot.
Yeah.
And I finally got to show it on paper, on record.
Yeah. Oh, is there anything Ed Neville would like to ask?
Oh yeah, there is one. So your strategy was different than Baltash and actually the P3 Aston Martin. You did soft medium, but you went long on softs. Like you thought you need to go long to actually have a chance on the later stage of the race, or why did you opted to go long and actually get into the puncture territory?
Well, I thought the front pack were all on softs. I found out they were on mediums later, so I just kept staying out with them. And then I found out they were on mediums, and I boxed. But well, I did stay out longer because I thought it would benefit me in the later run, especially when everyone boxed for softs. Literally before the safety car, I started matching people who pitted onto softs recently. So I think my pace would have been good no matter what. Nowhere near P2. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think I had good pace the whole weekend, about a week.
Definitely. Well, very well deserved second place for you there. You proved to us, to the entire stream actually, that consistency is key. And congratulations for that second place. I hope you will sleep well tonight after that result.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
thank you for
sensational
joining
result,
us.
man. Good
Yeah.
job.
yeah. Thank you, thank you.
Well, uh, well, let's go to Mr. Baltus, championship leader, race winner.
Well, let's see. Hello, sir.
Baltus.
Hello, boys. Hello,
Baltus.
boys.
What a race that was! That was probably the best case scenario for you there for the championship. What do you think?
Yeah, best case scenario, but yeah, it would have been much nicer to have a clean fight
Yeah.
till the end. But yeah, it's really good for the championship. Hopes and dreams, you know.
Well,
But well,
you are now leading over Rabo by more than 25 points. All your championship contenders basically had a very poor result today, and potentially after penalties might even become even worse. But you made up for it after China. Not China, sorry. After Brazil. So how are you feeling?
yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it to win today, but yeah, strategy was good. The safety car almost came in the wrong time, and yeah, that almost ruined my race. But yeah, it was almost clean sailing, but not as clean because Wabo made it really hard to actually get this win. So it was really enjoyable, all in all. I really enjoyed that.
Well, what are you looking for in the championship? You think it's in the bag, or do you think you can't know yet because uh, the races are very unpredictable?
I don't know how many races we have left.
Three more rounds, I think. Yeah.
3 more.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I didn't really thought about it, but well, we'll see. We'll see. It's not over till it's over, so anything can happen. But it would be nice to win the championship, but it's not on my mind. I always focus on the next one, so we'll see what happens then.
Definitely. At Neville, anything you'd like to ask?
I would like to ask, like, what's your opinion racing against Babu once again? Like, how was the fight throughout the race?
Oh, it was really good. It was nostalgic. Reminded it was really nostalgic, and I really wanted to beat him. And yeah, I mean technically, I can say I beated him, but yeah, we couldn't really finish this fight. But yeah, it was really enjoyable. I enjoyed it really much, and I'm looking for more fights with him in the future.
For sure, for sure.
Definitely.
Well, thank you for the answer.
Well, that
Thank you
was
guys
all.
for having
We
me.
had to ask you to move quickly because Tier 1 is starting very
Martin
soon.
is here, actually. We can ask Martin.
Oh, okay,
quickly.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I'm also racing in Tier 1, so.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
double
You're
duty
gonna,
from the
you're
man.
gonna cook, mate. You're gonna cook.
I'm probably be gonna last because there are so many much faster drivers there, but we'll see.
We'll
I'll
see.
try my best.
Congratulations
But
for the win today, and thank you for
Thank you,
joining
guys.
us, Mr. Baltus.
Congrats and best of
Thank you
luck,
for
you
having
man.
me. Thank you for having me. Bye, guys.
See
Bye.
ya.
Well, then let's ask the Aston Martin at P2. I'm really interested about his opinions.
Yes.
Change car, maybe? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Okay, let's see. Hello, Martin.
Hello.
Martijn, welcome to Commentators Box. That was a very dramatic race. Whether it will be a third finish after the penalty review, I am not sure, but what do you think about today's race?
Well, it was such a good race. I had insane overtakes in the first few laps. But then, like when the safety, yeah, I mean, I did mediums to softs, and then the safety car came in. I pitted for softs instantly, and yeah, the incident with Fabo happened. Like I expected him to brake later, because you can brake later than the yeah. I just gave him such a slight tap, and he just spun around. Like
Yeah,
it,
it's just how the game is. Such a incredible game.
it's. I had such I want to improve on on my racecraft, and it went so well the whole race, and then this stupid stuff happens. It's just I apologized to him directly after the race, but yeah,
Well, it
I
happens.
just I just feel stupid, man.
It happens to the best of us. Um, but you still managed to finish in third place. I mean, you started last. You fought your way
Yeah,
up all the way to third. Can we have a thought of how that was for you?
I was during the race. I was just insanely happy. Fat cat, he let me by because I was just on such good pace. Yeah, I was during the race. I was yeah, confident and really happy that I moved up so quickly. Yeah, but then yeah, the safety car. Yeah,
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 just ruined everything.
yeah. It just ruined everything basically.
Well, it happens, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it was really an unfortunate crash. But it is what it is. At Neville, anything you want to ask?
My only question is that, like, your pace was really good coming from the back to P3. Like, are you confident on Spain, or what did you really do which made this result possible, basically?
I'm not sure. Like a lot of people are on the same strategy as me, so I think just better pace, maybe setup wise. I don't know. I went for yeah, relatively high downforce. Like I just time trial setup, but then increased my rear wing a bit. That was just the only thing I changed basically. Because I felt like when the tires degraded a little bit, well, like when they were on, they started, yeah, dropping off basically at 40-50%. Then the rear tires became a lot more loose, so I increased my rear wing, and yeah, that just did it in the end, like in the end stages of my stints. So yeah, yeah, that's all. I'm not really sure
I have a question for you,
what else.
actually. Final question. Do you think you could have won the race, excluding the bad ways, and if that wouldn't have happened, do you think you could have won the race today?
Um, I think so, yeah, because in the end, like the guys, like the two guys, I was in third basically after the safety car, and then yeah, the guy in front didn't have DRS, so maybe yeah, it's a bit switching around on the final straight on the main straight. Maybe I don't know. I can't tell you, but I definitely before the safety car was catching the guy's head because I think Faber was on really old mediums,
Yeah.
I believe, and yeah, I had a bit better pace than the soft runner. I don't know who's in P1. I think yeah, I don't know his name, but yeah, maybe.
Okay
Yeah,
then.
it's always a if, but maybe.
Yeah.
I had the pace. I had the pace. If I qualified good, I had a qualifying band, but if I qualified good, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah. I
I don't know.
mean, yeah. I mean, you had a lot of pace today. You proved that. Definitely proved that to us as well. Had some incredible moves as well on many drivers actually.
Yeah,
Actually, can I have your thought? Because at some point in the race, you were sitting in sixth, seventh place, and
yeah.
suddenly, three drivers in front of you crashed. Did you actually
Yeah,
manage to see what happened?
yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but they all spun around in the turn 1, 2. They all spun around. I'm not sure who to blame because I was more focusing on my yeah driving my own driving because I didn't expect it to happen, of course. But I saw them all three just spinning. So I don't know. I don't know.
Free real
I don't know
estate.
what happened. I think we should see that in penalties, but I'm not sure.
Well, very interesting race today. Congrats on that P3. Could have been a lot
Yeah.
more today,
Congrats.
unfortunately, but it happens.
Yeah, it happens. We'll see.
Keep your head
next
up, man.
time. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll do.
3
Thank you.
more rounds to go. You never know what's gonna happen in the championship.
No, I'm not definitely not going to win it, but I just started league racing and of course sim racing. Because I got my sim rig like 3 months ago, and that's literally
Oh.
the first time I started racing
Hmm.
outside
That's
of GTA.
that's not bad at all. There, you're really fast.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to improve on my driving for now. I'm not focusing on the championship or
Yeah.
anything.
Will you race in tier 1 reserve today?
Um, I'm not sure if you get a second Coliban, do you get a?
Yeah. You
Uh,
need service in tier 1 as well. Then yeah.
yeah, no, but do you get a reserve ban, or is that only when you get a race ban?
What do you mean?
Uh, I thought I
Like
read
if you
some.
have a race ban, you have to use that in tier 1 as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if like
So
I
you
got
you had
I
the
got
quali ban today. That means in every tier you're serving, you'll have a
yeah
quali ban as well.
yeah, but I got my second Coliban, so I'm at
Yeah,
11.
it's still the same. It's still the same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll join tier 1
Last
definitely.
to first. Last to first. A better recreation of tier 2.
Nah.
I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. You saw the race today with the safety car.
Yeah, but you know how extremely fast Rico is, and like
Yeah,
I'm on
that is
pace.
true. That is true. But I
I'm
mean,
I'm kind of on pace with them, but also not. Just maybe a little bit worse. So
that is true. But you still, you never know what's gonna happen. Like Australia, for example, where they both retired from the session, was
yeah,
pretty insane race. So
yeah,
you never know what's gonna happen. Also, the safety car's on again, so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
opens up more opportunities.
Yeah, changing up things for sure.
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, we'll see. But I'll just focusing on my my racing craft, my racecraft. So that's just my main focus right now because I'm fast, but I'm just not good at racecraft. Like I'm just trying to improve on that first. Just one thing at a time. I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you really did start racing like 3 months ago, trust me, you have so much more potential. You can unravel. I don't know what the what the word for it is, but there's a lot of room for improvement for you. If you started 3 months ago, you were this fast. You can be so much faster
Yeah.
in future. Just
I mean, I got my Simbrick. I installed it the 26th of November, I think.
okay.
And then the weekend I had to work a lot, so I basically started. Yeah, 1 December I started racing. I think. No, wait, I'll check.
It's
Um,
actually not that bad. Like really, like this short amount of time getting into tier 2, racing with these guys, getting a podium, getting point positions, finishes. I mean, yeah, this
yeah,
is definitely something.
I did it 23rd of November. I bought my Fanatec order, and it took like 2 weeks. Yeah. So like 20, yeah, 28th of this. I don't know, but like it's 2 months, 3 months. Yeah, 2.5 months, 3 months that I have my sim rig. Yeah. But before that, I raced GTA on mouse and keyboard, so that's nothing to
Oh,
compare.
yeah.
In GTA, with first,
Exciting, exciting.
with first out, first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Well,
funny.
uh, gonna have to close off the stream now because tier 1 briefing has already started.
Yeah, I
Um,
need
Say
to
friendly
join it.
reminder.
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry,
I need
darkness.
to join it. Yeah, I'll join.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for the interviews, Mr. Martijn, and congratulations on that incredible comeback, starting from basically last
Yeah,
place as well.
thank you.
congrats, man, and keep your head up, as I
See ya.
said.
Yes, exactly. Right then, that's the end of the stream. Tier 1, exactly 14 minutes from now. Check it out, Darkness. The goatest of the goat of the goat of the more goatest and more and the goat and more goat words. Will be commentating that. So make sure to check it out. The stream should be up in like 10, 15 minutes. So um, check it out. Drop a follow and if you have money, subscribe to us, please. Yes, give us subscriptions. We love subscriptions. Anyway, that's the end of the stream, and I'll see you guys soon.